Welcome to Maths Insider. Today I'm going to review Maths-Whizz. Maths-Whizz is an online maths program for children aged between 5 and 13 years old, and they have websites for the UK and the US. In the UK it costs £15 per month or £100 for a whole year subscription. My first impression of Maths-Whizz is that this is a serious online maths program. Not only does it provide interesting interactive lessons for the children, but also plenty of information and data so that parents can easily monitor their child's progress. When your child signs up, they're given an assessment which will work out their maths age. It gives an overall maths age as well as a maths age for each of the topics in the curriculum. The lessons are presented in an interesting way using bright colours and cartoon graphics, but this isn't a PlayStation experience. However, it is literally like having your own maths tutor inside your computer. And at each stage in the lesson, your child needs to fill in the answers in the example to check that they understand the work, and they can go backwards or forwards during the lesson to make sure they understand. After the lesson, your child answers 10 exercise questions, followed by a test. The test results are used to determine their understanding, as well as to give them an updated maths age. As I said before, the graphics are good. It's just about good enough to keep your child interested, but not so good that your child will be distracted, and there's hardly any music in the program. But Maths-Whizz have an interesting way of keeping your child engaged. Your child gets a Maths-Whizz bedroom that they can decorate and they can buy things for. They have to look after their plant. In order to buy things, they earn credits on the exercises and tests. Actually, one day my son got quite annoyed because after he'd spent 1,200 credits on buying a kitten, he then found out the next day there was a baby dragon for sale, but he'd already spent most of his credits. So he was actually incentivized to earn more credits in order to get the baby dragon. And these pets that you buy, you also have to buy pet food for them. So actually your child's getting a mini economics lesson as well as a maths lesson. Your child can also use credits to purchase computer games that they can use inside the Maths-Whizz program. My son thought these were okay, but not worth the 45 credit asking price. So let me show you a bit more about the parenting reports that are produced by Maths-Whizz. As you can see, my child's maths age increased on different rates for different topics as he worked through the exercises. And you can see also how much of each of the exercises in each topic has been completed already. There's also a written report. This written report lists the maths age for each of the topics and also explains how many exercises have been completed. One criticism of Maths-Whizz is that the students can't access the lessons once they've started the exercise, although there is a topic bank where students can go and study the lesson outside of the exercise or lesson time. They can also use the hints that are in some of the exercises as well. There's also an online dictionary which contains definitions of all the terms that students will come across in the maths curriculum. As you can see, this is quite a nice feature. My son also felt that the topics jumped from really easy to really rather quite difficult. And for the difficult topics, even though it was still only 10 questions per exercise, it took a lot longer than for the easy topics, and he wasn't at all happy about that. Yes, it's not perfect, but actually, overall, when you're actually looking at the cost of this program, £15 per month, when for Kumon you're paying £50 a month, for Kit McGrath you're paying £100 a month, for a private tutor probably around £100 a month as well. For £15 a month your child is getting an online personal maths tutor who's guiding them through the maths curriculum. They're getting exercises, tests, and you as a parent are getting a detailed report that you can look at daily, weekly, monthly, and know exactly how your child is progressing. So I hear you ask, what's the verdict? Well, my son gave Maths-Whizz a score of 9 out of 10, and I also gave Maths-Whizz a score of 9 out of 10, giving an overall score of 9 out of 10. For more reviews, quick tips and practical advice to help you guide your child to maths success, visit www.mathsinsider.com.